YouTube, it's September 23rd and we are going to Hellocon. Hellocon is held in Helsinki this year and it's their 10th anniversary. This year their special guests are Metamorphose and Atelier Piero, and they also have a lot of really nice indie brands. They have a really good selection. There's Lady Sloth, there's Eat Me Ink Me, there's Le Petit Fleur, Le Petit Four, I'm not sure. Yeah, so there's really good selection and we're gonna do some shopping, and tomorrow there's a tea party. But first off, we are meeting my friend Valentine Mix for some breakfast and coffee and cakes. And then we'll go to the convention, so I'll see you there. Before the event started, I met up with my friend Valentine Winks and we had some nice food for breakfast. Really happy to see her again, and I'm really glad that we took the time to meet up and had the time to meet up. Hellocon was held in the old student house, and the event day started with the opening ceremony where they gave gifts to the designers of the two main guest brands, Metamorphose and Atelier Piero. This time Hellocon had 3 fashion shows. One for Metamorphose, one for Atelier Piero, and one for all the other vendors. We started the day with the small vendors fashion show, which included everyone but the 2 main Japanese brands that were guests of honor. Most of the small vendors showcased 3 different designs from their collections. I think there were a couple that had more than 3 designs, but the models always came out in groups of 3. Our second fashion show of the day was the Atelier Piero fashion show, and we actually had a person from our Estonian community who was modeling, so we were all really excited to see our friend on the stage. The fashion show itself was really beautiful and the dresses were gorgeous. And after the fashion show they had a Q&A with the designer. The Q&A started with talking about specific outfits from the fashion show and then moved on to more general questions about the brand. The Q&A was translated into Finnish and English. Of course, the designers spoke Japanese, but they had an interpreter on the spot who translated everything beautifully. As I speak both English and Finnish, I can say that some things were translated a little bit differently, but honestly I can't be critical of it because translating and interpreting on the spot at the event is really super hard. And I can understand that there are gonna be slight differences, but I just thought that was interesting. And the third fashion show of the day was, of course, the Metamorphose Tom Fee fashion show. This one was also followed up by a similar Q&A where first they talked about the specific looks of the show, or one specific look, and then they moved on to the questions. You could submit questions yourselves, but the questions for both Q&As were really similar, and there were a lot of questions that were exactly the same. I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing, because I do think that the questions they asked were good questions. It's just something that I noticed. I really, of course, like the Metamorphose Tom Fee fashion show as well. I really like their Halloween themed dress, and I feel like the designer liked that one a lot too. All of the dresses were available for sale, both when it came to the vendors fashion show and the main guests fashion show. Now, I didn't see a single Metamorphose Tom Fee print dress, so I feel like they all sold out really fast. The VIPs got into the venue before everyone else who holds the regular ticket, so my friend did actually get one of Meta's printed dresses, and it is true that I didn't want one super bad, so it isn't like I was actively trying to find one and just beelined towards the vending booth and buy one. But at one point I sort of realized that I just didn't see any on sale. They did have other Meta stuff, like a really cute blouse that I looked at about 9 times and still didn't buy, but I didn't see any printed dresses anymore. Now, there were themed lectures in between the fashion shows, and usually I love lectures when I go to conventions. But with this convention, with there being 3 fashion shows and 2 Q&As that I definitely wanted to see and that were non-negotiable, I feel like there really wasn't enough time to shop if I would have gone to any of the panels or any of the lectures. Freaky Angel did provide some footage from one of the lectures, which was about wearing Lolita fashion as a neurodivergent person. And I'd like to thank Freaky Angel for this wonderful, wonderful footage. Thank you so much. In the evening after all the fashion shows, there was also a lecture about the history of Lolita fashion and the future of Lolita fashion. Actually, it was more of a discussion panel with some of the Hellocon staff and the main designers from the two brands that were guests of honor. There was also a doodling workshop and a historical dance workshop and a workshop where you could make farriers, but I don't have any of the footage from these because I wasn't able to go to any of them, or rather I chose shopping. No, I didn't actually do that much shopping. I got wrist cuffs from Fluffy Kawaii Show's brand Fluffy Tori, and I was super happy to see Fluffy Kawaii Show again as well because I've met her at a previous Hellocon. Overall, it was really super nice to see all of my friends who I haven't met either at other conventions in Finland or at Hellocon before, and my other Lolita friends in general. Now, during the day, I was actually quite tired at one point because I got up just past 5 to make the ship that left Tallinn at 7 in the morning, and I'm not a morning person, but thankfully by the evening my tiredness had mostly faded away, and I am an evening person, so it makes sense. Before the daily event ended, they also picked 2 of the best dressed people of the day, and you can see their outfits here. I always think it's super hard to pick the best dressed, so I never envy the person whose job that is. Then there was a bit of a pause between the main event and the evening party, and me and my friend did a little bit of shopping, and I realized that there's a new anime shop in Helsinki, and they actually sell some Lolita dresses as well, so I thought that was super interesting. The evening party was free if you had a ticket for the main event, and I have no footage of the evening party because filming has never been allowed at Hellocon's evening parties. I do think it's an excellent rule. Only the official photographers of the event can film there, and I do think it's a wonderful rule because the event is mature, some of the programming is mature, it's 18 plus. And also, if there are no cameras, people can let loose and dance and party without worrying about someone taking unflattering photos or unkind video of them. That being said, the evening party was great, it was fun, the program was nice. The program lasted for about an hour, and then they had a DJ who played the appropriate music for the event, like Malice Miser and other Japanese brands. Day 2 was the tea party event. It started at 1 p.m, so we had quite a lot of time in the morning to check out of our hotel. And also, as a quick side note, we did a little bit of shopping before the tea party as well, and I saw some Bratz dolls and some Disney fairy dolls at a toy store, so I filmed them for you here. Tea party had a separate ticket, but it was also included in the VIP ticket, which my friend had. And the VIP tickets also included extra presents, which my friend gladly allowed me to film. So she got these lovely Metamorphose OTKs and some other gifts. And everyone who joined the tea party got these wonderful, beautiful official Metamorphose postcards and some stickers. And as it is always the case at Hellocon's tea parties, you get a raffle ticket to win one of the many donated prizes that the sponsors have given, either other Lolita brands or just kawaii brands or Japanese brands. As has been the case in the previous years, the tea party had a sort of buffet setup where you could choose your own food. There were lots of delicious salads and pastries and buns, and I forgot to film any of it. They had 2 types of teas, green tea and blue tea, which I did film. And of course, they also had cake. Now, the tea party wasn't just about eating, they also had a really nice program. They had a sort of play. The theme of the event was Labyrinth of Dreams. And the play was also themed around the theme of the event. And there was a lot of cool actions. The outfits were really nice. There was a lot of cool fighting. There were also people chosen from the audience that I'm pretty sure weren't actually chosen from the audience because they were very good in the fight scenes, but hey, it was all super cool. I love that they had this play. They haven't had anything like this in the previous years, and I thought that it was really cool. On the second floor of the old student house, on the first day they had a artist alley there, but on the second day it was completely empty and you could just go up there and film and take court photos. Of course you could go up there on the first day as well, but me and my friend went up there and actually took some court photos of my second day outfit. I don't really have any super good photos of my first day outfit, but I will finally eventually at one point post an unboxing of that dress I wore on the first day. But on the second day I wore my only metamorphosed dress, so that's my quote here. I'd like to thank my friend Loma for taking these nice photos of me. Please check out her brand Eat Me Ink Me. It was also at the event and it's a lovely, lovely, gorgeous Lolita brand. And then it was time for what is arguably the main event of the tea party, which is the raffle. And I have never won anything at a Hellocon raffle, but this year was completely different because I was actually the only person at my table to win something, and I won socks by Lady Sloth. And thank you so much, Freaky Angel, again for providing me with the footage of me actually receiving the prize. I was super happy to win something, and I'm really lucky. They also picked the best dressed for the Hellocon tea party. Both brands got to pick their best dressed, and I think one of them actually picked 2 people. Overall, Hellocon is a great experience and I always really recommend it. It's pretty safe to say it's one of the best Lolita fashion events in Europe. I haven't personally been to many others, but I've heard this sentiment from many other Lolitas, and the guests are always really high profile. The fashion shows are great, as well as the rest of the program, and it's really always one of the highlights of my entire year, one of my favorite conventions of all time, and I always want to go there. Again, a great big thanks for Freaky Angel. Make sure to check out their YouTube channel as well as Hellocon's official YouTube channel, which they do have, and you can see the fashion shows in their entirety. They're filmed in perhaps much nicer quality than mine. And if you have liked this video, then please stay tuned for more Lolita related content. I should update one unboxing soon, but I think there will be one other doll related video before that. But anyways, I hope to see you in the comment section if you were at the event. Leave a like, and if you're not yet subscribed, why not do that as well? And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!